Hello students, it's me Rizwan here. This is the fourth video that I prepared to explain how to use the graphic display calculator Casio FX9860G. You can see the emulator here. Now I already prepared three videos um, to explain the basic functions of this calculator, like for example how to find logarithm, how to draw a graph, and how to find mean, median, and mode, or standard deviation using statistics option, or how to solve a quadratic equation or pairs of linear equation, everything. Okay. Now from this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve the IB math SL questions. Now you see it here. You can see that it's IB diploma program math SL questions. Now all these questions are calculator based questions. Okay. And so I'm going to solve them using the calculator. So in each video, I'm going to solve around 5 to 6 problems. Okay. And while solving problems, I will also be sharing the mark scheme with you. So you can see this is the IB mark scheme. So I'm going to share this with you and explain this. What is M1? What is M1 inside bracket? What is A1, N2? Everything I'm going to explain. Right? Fine. So let us start solving the problems. Now the first sum. In a geometric series, U1 is 1 upon 81 and U4 is 1 upon 3. So the first term is 1 upon 81 and U4 is nothing but the fourth term. Find the value of R. You can see it is a 3-mark question. So let us look at the mark scheme. Now, by writing U4 as 1 by 81 R cube, you know that U4 is nothing but U1 times R cube. By writing this statement, you get 1 mark for the method. Okay. And then setting up the correct equation. It's given that fourth term is 1 by 3. So 1 by 81 R cube equal to 1 by 3. By writing that step, you get 1 mark for the answer. Now it is very easy to see here that R cube will be 27. So R will be 3. So here R equal to 3. So you get 1 mark for the answer. Now you can see something like M2, N2 here, sorry. What it means is, in case if you do not write these two steps and straight away you write the answer, some of you say that you do it mentally, right? So if you straight away write the answer, you will get only 2 marks out of 3. Okay. So that is why it is very, very important that you explain how you got that answer. Okay. So you have to write relevant steps. That is very, very important, students. Fine. So let us look at the second part. Find the smallest value of n for which Sn is greater than 40. Sn is nothing but sum of first n terms of the series, in this case the geometric series, and n, smallest value of n, you know that n has to be a natural number, isn't it? So let us solve it, and we're going to solve this using the calculator. So let us look at the formula first. This is the formula for Sn, u1 times r power n minus 1 by r minus 1, and since we know that u1 is 1 by 81 and r is 3, you can substitute the values here, and then it has to be greater than 40, isn't it? Sn has to be greater than 40. By setting up this inequality, what you see here, you get 1 mark for the method. Okay. Now here the difference between this bracket M1 and this M1 without bracket is, now here you will get the method mark even if this is implied. I mean, even if you don't write this step. Okay, for example, you write this step straight away, then you will get 1 method mark and 1 mark for the method and 1 mark for the answer. So you'll get 2 marks for that. Okay. But in this case, M1 without bracket means it has to be explicitly written. That means you have to write this inequality. If you do not write it, then you lose marks. Okay. Next, you get 1 more mark for evidence of solving. Okay. First, let us solve this using calculator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use graph to solve this. So let us take this one, 1 by 81. So if you bring 81 to the denominator, it will become 162. So this left-hand side of the inequality, I'm going to take it as the first function, and the right-hand side, which is 40, I'm going to take it as the second function, the constant function. Okay. So let us solve it now. Let us say, let us go to menu, graph. And so the first function y1 is 3. So I will put bracket 3 raised to x minus 1, close the bracket, divided by 162. Okay, that's done. So the second function is 40. Fine. So let me draw. Okay, now if I try to solve this. Let us see, let us try solving it. It's nothing but the solution is given by the point of intersection, the x coordinate. That will help us find the solution. So if I go to gsolve and then I intersect, you can see that it is mentioning that it is not found. Okay, the reason is, you can see that, let me show it again. You can see that this is the first graph, students. This is the graph of 3 power n x minus 1 by 162, but you cannot see the second graph. Okay, it is mainly because of the scale. So let us look at how to change the scale. Shift view window. You can see here x minimum is minus 6.3 to plus 6.3. Now here x is nothing but n. Okay, it can't be negative. So let me put minimum value 0, and let us say maximum value, let's put it as 15. Okay, now scale is 1. Now y minimum, I'll put it as 0, and maximum, you may notice that the second one is y equal to 40, isn't it? So I will write it as, let's say, 45. Y maximum is 45. So let me draw now. Yeah, now you can see both the graphs. So let us find the point of intersection. How do you find that? Just press F5. You get this option called ISCT. So press it again. You get x value is 7.988832993. Okay, so the value of x has to be, the solution has to be 8. Okay, so let us look at the mark scheme. You can see here n has to be greater than 7.9888 and n has to be 8. Okay, so you get 2 marks for this. So even if you do not write this step, okay, that means it is implied. By writing n equal to 8, you are implying that you got 7.988, and that's why you wrote it as 8. So you will get marks for that. You get 2 marks for that. Okay, but if you do not write any of these steps, like the setting up inequality and everything, you will only get 2 marks, students. So if you write only n equal to 8, you will get only 2 marks. Again, suppose you have written this inequality, this part, and then you have written this answer, then you will get only 3 marks out of 4. You will not get this mark, this method mark. The reason is, you have to show this one. I'm talking about this one, what you see here, M1. The reason is, there has to be an evidence of solving. So either you should have taken a logarithm, or I would suggest that in your answer script, let us look at the calc. Okay, so exit, draw. Okay, in your answer script, you just draw this window. Okay, it just takes few seconds. Draw this curve, draw this, and then when you draw this in your answer script, that will be taken as the evidence of solving, right? So I hope you understand. So let us look at the second problem now. Okay, a sum of $5,000 is invested. Let me rearrange it first, this one. So let me take this here. Yeah, so a sum of $5,000 is invested at a compound interest rate of 6.3% per annum. Write down an expression for the value of the investment after n full years. So let us see. So we know that the formula is principal times 1 plus 6.3 by 100 whole power n, which is nothing but 5000 into 1.063 power n. So you get 1 mark for writing this expression. Okay. The second part is, what will be the value of the investment at the end of 5 years? So very simple. In this expression, replace n with 5. So, and after that, if you use a calculator, you will get this answer. So you can see all these answers are accepted. This one, or 6790, or 6786, or 6786.35. All the answers are accepted. You will get 1 mark for that. And finally, the C part. The value of the investment will exceed $10,000 after n full years. Write down an inequality to represent this information and calculate the minimum value of n. So that means this expression, what you see here, this one, okay, has to be greater than 10,000. So you can see it here. This is the expression. So by writing this expression, you will get 1 mark. So how I'm going to solve this? Again, very simple. I'm going to use graph. So this left-hand side of the inequality, that is 5,000 into 1 plus 0.63 power n, I'm going to take it as the first function, and 10,000 I'm going to take it as a second function, and I will find the point of intersection. So exit. So let me delete this again. So the first one is 5000 into 1.063 power n. So 5000 multiplied by 1.063 power x. Fine. The second one is 10,000. Okay. So execute. Let me draw. Again, you can't see the graph because of the scale. So you have to change the scale. Shift view window. I'll keep it as x as 0 to 15. That should be fine. And I'll make y minimum, y maximum as, let us say, 10,500. Yeah, now you can see the graph. So let me find the point of intersection, which is 11.34. So 11.3, three significant figures. So the value of x here is 12. So the solution is 12. So you can see that n has to be greater than 11.345, or the answer is 12. So again, it's very important that you write down all the steps, and also, as I said very clearly, please sketch this part, sketch this part in your answer script, students. Yeah, okay. So let us look at the third problem now. The first four terms of a sequence are 18, 54, 162, and 486. Find an expression for the nth term of this geometric sequence. Now it is very easy to see that the first term is 18 and the common ratio is 3, right? So let us look at the mark scheme. Here is given. By writing r equal to 3, you get 1 mark, and then nth term is a into r power n minus 1, so you get 1 mark for that. So here again, a1 in the bracket means, if you write only, without writing r equal to 3, if you write only this step, un equal to 18 into 3 power n minus 1, you will get 2 marks for that, because by writing this, you are implying that the value of r is 3. So a1 means answer is implied. Okay, it is mentioned implicitly. Okay, so let us look at the second part now. If the nth term of the sequence is 1062882, find the value of n. So just equate this expression to 1062882. By equating that, you get 1 mark for the method. So again, I'm going to use the calculator to solve this. So this 18 into 3 power n minus 1, I'm going to type it in y1, and this one 1062882 in y2. So let us do it. So exit. So let us delete this function. Okay, so the first one is 18 multiplied by 3 raised to x minus 1. So bracket x minus 1, close the bracket. Okay, and y2 is 1062882. Okay, so I'm going to change the scale now. Shift view window. So I'll make the y maximum as, let us say, 1062890. Okay, so let me draw. Yeah, you can see the graph here. So let me find the point of intersection. So intersect. So you can see x is 11. Okay, you can also cross check. Yeah, n equal to 11. So you get this is the correct answer. Fine. So let us look at the fourth problem now. Solve the equation log x to the base 27 equal to 1 minus log x minus 0.4 to the base 27. So you can see that this is a 6-mark question, is it? Yeah, 6-mark question. So let us solve this. Okay, let's look at the mark scheme. So this is the first step. You are using the product rule. So you get 2 marks for this. Okay, and then if you simplify and then convert it into exponential form, so you get x square minus 0.4x equal to 27. So you get 1 mark for that. And then so how do you solve this? Very simple. I'll bring this 27 to the left hand side, and then it is a quadratic equation, right? So how do you solve it? So let me exit. So menu, let me go to solve equation, and I'll go to polynomial, not solver, sorry, it's polynomial, and degree is 2. Okay, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So a is the coefficient of x square. Here it is 1, so let me type 1. And b is the coefficient of x, which is minus 0.4. So minus 0.4. Okay. And c is the constant term, but in the left hand side, should be written in the left hand side, so minus 27. Okay, you get two values, students. One is 5.4 and second one is minus 5. Okay, so here you can see that both answers are the 5.4 and minus 5. But again, since logarithm cannot be, you cannot define for negative numbers, x is 5.4. Yeah, so you can see it's mentioned C6 here. So what it means is, even without writing all these steps, if you just write the answer as x equal to 5.4, you'll still get full marks in this particular question. But normally I won't recommend that. So please write down the steps, and if not,